Aloha, friends and family. If you've listened to any of my prior videos, you know I love welcoming you, greeting you with aloha. That one joyful word, aloha, carries the blessings of absolute true love, divine light, recognizing God in everyone, in all life, truth and humbleness, being aware in each moment, the presence of divine breath. These qualities of aloha are our true nature. Did you know they are available to us as tangible experiences 24/7? Did you know there's nothing more I'd like to see than you and everyone in the world experiencing your aloha, living your aloha in every moment? Imagine your life where each moment is experienced as a precious blessing. You feel the cells of your body constantly pulsating with energy. You awaken each day looking forward to the adventure unfolding and fall asleep quickly and peacefully. Imagine feeling, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and sensing in all ways the magical, wondrous, miraculous beauty, diversity, and sheer magnificence of being an aloha connected human, a blessing to yourself and everyone. 10 days ago, I created a 21-day aloha quest to increase your experience of living in, as, with, and for aloha, regardless of your current life experience and your current spiritual, religious, or mindful practices. The recommended practices in this 21-day aloha quest are super easy to integrate into your life. Once more, doing so will increase your ability to experience all those qualities of aloha more consistently. God's grace and your minimal self-effort guarantees this. My experience over the past 4 decades is that God moves us ahead 9 steps for every step we take. This quest has also been supported by daily blogs, of which this is the 11th. You'll find the direct link to this life-enhancing 21-day Aloha Quest and the mind-expanding supporting blogs in the description box. Today, I want to give you 9 more simple, easy practices you can do each day, whether you're doing the Aloha Quest or not. These little-known techniques will instantly reduce the stress on your body and thus your entire life. Even though they are so simple, I doubt you've ever tried most of them. They use the aloha of being aware in each moment to activate and accelerate all the other qualities of aloha, much like tossing a pebble into a calm lake sends ripples forth in an ever-enlarging arc. You can share these simple techniques with your children too, so they don't lose their childhood flexibility and suppleness many of us have, and suppleness many of us are trying to regain with effort. If we haven't had the pleasure of meeting before, my name is Timothy, the Magical Kids Books creator. I've now been blessed to write more children's stories than anyone alive. 86 to date, with many more coming. My entertaining and educational family stories and courses switch on the love, bliss, and brilliance genes in all generations. Even as you're listening now, your love, bliss, brilliance genes, and more are being activated. Stories have been used for thousands of years to pass on blessings, seed generational wisdom, and trigger aha moments within listeners. Over the past 40 years, I've helped tens of thousands of people like you leap over some of life's most difficult challenges with grace and ease, to experience the ongoing wonders of vital health, the freedom of financial wealth, the bliss of a quiet, focused mind, the joys of loving relationships, the infinite powers of their soul, and seeing their dreams come true. When you've gifted yourself the experience of listening to or reading this blog, head over to timothystuts.com, where you'll find guided meditations, exercises, fairy tales, songs, and more, something for every member of your family to catapult you into living and thriving in more love, peace, bliss, and success. You'll find the link in the description box. Now let's look at the 9 secret, simple stress busters you can use anytime, including as you're listening to or reading this, to reduce the stress on your body and thus your entire life, so you'll be living and experiencing your natural aloha more and more, eventually 24/7. One day during my years as a certified public accountant and internal audit director for a division of one of the world's largest financial organizations, while simply sitting at my desk and looking at financial records, I noticed my toes were gripped like vices into my shoes. This stunned me. I was creating tension for no apparent reason. There were no deadlines or obvious stressors to cause this. I was simply noticing for the first time that my toes were gripped almost all the time as I was sitting, no matter what I was doing. Something had been locked into my body's memory banks. From that moment on, I consciously checked on my toes every time I sat down and consciously released the tension my subconscious memories were holding onto in my toes. It's now 40 plus years later, and I still check, though that pattern is 99% released. Simple stress reliever number 1, check on your toes and fingers to make sure they are relaxed. When eating a meal one day in my 30s and well into enjoying the practices of meditation, yoga, tai chi, and other ways to unravel everything keeping me from living my full aloha, like gripping my toes, I noticed I was sitting almost completely on the left side of my buttocks. A little contemplation revealed it was related to moving as far away from my father's energy as possible, who sat to the right of me at the dinner table. And yes, many dinners as a child were not relaxing experiences, especially when I was forced to sit there forever if I didn't finish foods I couldn't stomach, plus miss out on any dessert. Do you have any idea how much tension sitting on one side of our buttocks causes throughout the body? Simple stress reliever number 2, whenever you sit, make sure your weight is equally distributed on both sides of your body. If it's not so, you may wish to meditate or contemplate why you're not sitting in a balanced way. Simply changing the behavior pattern 2 will help release and resolve any stored memories. Also, while you're sitting, check to make sure your spine is erect. It's not held with tension, but you're sitting up straight. When you slouch in bed or on any chair anywhere, you're putting pressure on the nerves running through your spinal column and shutting off energy flow to your body. Let's now take that balanced sitting to balanced standing. Standing with our weight on one leg more than the other also puts unneeded pressure, tension, and stress on our entire body. Simple stress reliever number 3, whenever you're standing still, even for short periods of time, make sure your weight is equally distributed on both legs. It's said that the left sides of our body represent our female aspects and the right side our male. If you find you're putting more weight on one side than the other, perhaps some contemplation would be helpful into any areas of your life related to masculine and feminine that may not be firing on all cylinders. And since you're going to check in on your weight distribution between legs, use that time to also see if your weight is equally distributed between the balls and heels of your feet, consciously correcting any imbalances. If you notice your weight is towards your heels, perhaps there's something or many things in your life you're holding back from. If the weight is unbalanced towards the balls of your feet, perhaps you move ahead too quickly or are not grounded in some way. Simple stress reliever number 4, check on the balance between balls and heels of your feet while standing. We're not quite ready to leave the legs yet. Here's something most everyone does that causes unneeded stress throughout their entire body, head to toes. Do you have any idea how much tension is caused by standing with locked knees? It's huge. Simple stress reliever number 5. Check on your knees whenever you're standing still and make sure they have a little give in them. Doing dishes, standing in lines, brushing your hair or teeth, putting on makeup, standing at a workbench or desk, talking to someone. Now, let's move upward in our body a little. Do you know it takes fewer muscles and causes less tension to smile than to not smile? Smiling brightens your eyes and outlook on life as well as relaxes your forehead and temples. Simple stress reliever number 6. Notice throughout the day whether or not you have a soft smile on your face. In coming blogs, I'll be sharing some meditations with you, and one of them is a smiling meditation. And while you're becoming more aware of your facial expressions, check on those powerful jaws. They don't need to be teeth clenching tight. They only need to exert pressure while chewing. You don't need to go through life like a dog locked onto its bone or toy. Simple stress reliever number 7. Check in on and relax your jaw throughout the day. Roll your tongue around the front and back of your teeth in both directions for a minute or so. It relaxes your entire jaw. It's so easy to do after meals and also helps clean your teeth. And here's super simple, super stress reliever number 8. Several times throughout the day, bring both hands to your heart, close your eyes, focus your entire awareness at your heart, and just let your body breathe you. No effort required. Even 30 seconds of hands to heart breathing is super powerful, super relaxing, and super inspirational. And last but not least, and definitely the most fun, simply bounce like a rag doll for several minutes, several times a day, especially in the morning and before bed. Shake with the intention you're letting go of all mental, emotional, and physical stress. Let your heels come off the ground as you bounce, and just bounce, bounce, bounce. Pause a few moments when you finish and enjoy the feelings pulsating in your body. Implementing these simple stress busters and teaching them to your children and family will supercharge your aloha. So will gifting yourself and family the free meditations, guided visualizations, qigong exercises, fairy tales, and songs I mentioned earlier. In addition to these free gifts, I've designed many individual and family courses, clubs, books, trainings, masterminds, and personal coaching packages that empower you and your children to move through the challenges and stressors of life like a hot knife slicing through butter. Fun, experiential, time-tested programs that don't require hours of endless study to get the results you crave. They can be lifeboats in the seas we're now navigating. Simply allocate a small amount of time each day following my proven step-by-step guidance. If you have any questions about which of these programs can best serve you right now, I'd love to talk with you. Just drop me a note in the chat window at timothystuds.com. There's no reason to live anything other than your true aliveness, your full aloha, free of all attachments, past, present, and future. There's no reason to experience anything less than your ongoing divine essence flowing through your body more frequently, beginning right now. Thank you for connecting in, listening, or reading this today, and know that whether you've had any aha moments in the process, you have received energetic blessings that are now circulating within you. Blessings, blessings, blessings in all ways as you live your aloha. Please like, comment on, and share this video with your friends and family. Let's give everyone an opportunity to reduce their experience of stress and live the 24/7 experience of their true aliveness, their true aloha, their full freedom, with all my blessings for peace, love, vibrant health, and bliss, wrapped in an infinite rainbow of miraculous, magical miracles for you, your children, and your family. Aloha and mahalo. Thank you for being here now. Blessings, blessings, blessings.